day 8, and I am leaving Weedsport, New York to head all the way to Cape Cod. It should be about 400 miles, and I'm going to take the long way. I have two choices today. One choice keeps me on the highways. It eventually gets me to the Mass Pike, and if you know the Mass Pike, you'll know why I'll be avoiding that. The other route is a little bit more zigzaggy. It's actually going to take me up into Vermont, so I'll get to tick another state off my list. And then comes down south 495 all the way to the Cape, where Ladybug will be waiting for me with a 6-pack of the finest non-alcoholic beer. Can't wait. So I'm just finishing up packing the bike up and gonna head out, grab some gas, maybe stop for a coffee, and mosey along my way. I'll see you on the open roadish. We're on Route 92 here in somewhere upstate New York. And oddly enough, we're 6.7 miles away from jumping on Route 20. Route 20 was my original plan. I was going to go from Newport, Oregon to Kenmore Square in Boston. And I don't know, a month or 2 or 3 back, I decided I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to go Route 2 instead of Route 20. So I went Route 2. But I'm off Route 2 now. I've been off Route 2 for a bit just to get to where I need to go. And we're about to liaise, as it were, with Route 20 for a little while, which is kind of fun. There's a small part of me that wants to do the whole Route 20 thing on the ride home, but that restricts me from a bunch of things. There's a couple of folks I want to meet up with if I can. I kind of want to go back to Duluth and go back to AIO-6. There's a route that Andy from AIO-6 suggested I ride over near the Dakotas. And then I want to go and do the Lolo Pass, where I'm hoping to meet up with my friend Alice to do the Lolo Pass and then ride home together. So I'm not really sure that Route 20 is going to happen, but it's going to happen in 5.6 miles for a little while. I'm really glad I decided to take the sort of back roads today instead of crunching miles on the turnpikes and stuff. Man, it gets soul crushing after a while to be on those roads. There's nothing to do, nothing to see. Here, there's plenty to see. There's some actual riding, I'm not saying this is twisty, but I just got off some roads that are a little twisty, and honestly, in almost 3,000 miles, I haven't really hit a lot of twisty, fun roads. A lot of beautiful roads, a lot of roads that I really enjoyed riding, but not a lot of, technical roads. And, once in a while, Daddy likes to hit the twisties. And I'm kind of in that mood today, so I'm hoping there'll be a couple of twisters coming up. This is another problem with the decision I made today, is there's going to be a lot of this, like, one-lane road construction ahead, and someone hit a deer. I don't know. Whatever people do around here. So I got that to deal with, but you know what? People have bigger problems than I today. My big problem is, how soon can I get to Cape Cod and get some fish and chips in my belly? That's the big thing I'm dealing with today, so I think everything's going to be fine. US Route 20. Here's 15 guys standing around a job that would take one person to do. And here are the 4 guys walking away from the job. And this guy over here is saying, what do you want from me? Welcome to the Northeast. I didn't plan this Route 20 thing, by the way. I just put into Google and Waze or whatever, take me to Cape Cod without paying tolls. And it's not because I'm a cheap bastard. It's because it's the only way for it to not put me on, like, the Mass Pike and stuff like that. And so you say, take me to Thing and avoid tolls, and it'll give you a better route. I could have said, take me to Thing and avoid highways, but then I think it would have taken me 14 hours. There's no, I don't know, I mean, it's Cape Cod. You got to get there at some point by highway, or else you're taking a helicopter or a boat. Well, this is lovely. Hey Siri, where am I? Ah, Cazenovia, New York. I knew that. I just entered Vermont from New York. Now, I was born and raised in New England. I lived in Massachusetts, I lived for a short time in New Hampshire, and I lived for a little bit in Maine. But I never really spent a whole lot of time at all in Vermont. Look at this place, it's freaking gorgeous. I think if someone, put a gun to my head and forced me to move back to New England, and that's pretty much what it would take, I would seriously consider Vermont, because it's green, it's hilly, and it's quite beautiful. Man, it's been a long time since I've been to Vermont. The strangest thing just happened. I'm in Massachusetts, which isn't strange because that was the plan. But like I said earlier, I took a sort of roundabout route to get down to Cape Cod. And so because of that, I didn't really know where it was going to take me. It took me through Vermont, and then it took me down into Massachusetts. That's all I knew it was going to do. I had no idea. Well, it actually took me down and put me in Gill, Massachusetts, where I'm coming Tuesday to have my Moto Guzzi serviced. Its 6,000 mile service is going to be ready, so they're going to do it for me. And so I'm driving down the road, and it says entering Gill, and I said, huh. And then about 30 seconds later, there's AJ Cycles on the side of the road. Bam. Card. Went in, asked them if they could take a look at the little oil leak thing I've got going, and they seem to think it's not a big deal, probably an oil pressure sensor. But oh my God, fantastic people. Really cool little shop in the middle of friggin' nowhere. What are the odds of me passing it on the way to the Cape? Just completely randomly out of the blue, unplanned. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, I'm like still 3 hours away from Cape Cod. I feel like I've been at this for about 8 days. Oh, I have. Anyway, I'll come back to you when we get closer to the big old Cape Cod bridges. I am very close to my final destination, or at least the first destination on this adventure. Pretty soon we'll be crossing the bridge over to Cape Cod. A lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of stress, a lot of excitement has led up to this. I'm so psyched. Going over the Bourne Bridge, and then it'll be another few miles after that where I'll meet Ladybug, and hopefully some of my friends are here by now, but I'm not sure. Some of them straggle in late tonight, some of them come tomorrow. But the most important thing is Ladybug will be there. There'll be some fake beer. We're gonna go to the Skipper and have fish and chips. Well, I'm gonna have fish and chips. Ladybug does not like the fish or well, no, she likes chips. But I did it. Across the country in 8 days. 3,200 or so miles. And I'm almost at 400 miles for just today. There's the bridge. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting so long for this. And I think we're crossing at just about sunset, which is kind of perfect. It's Cape Cod Canal. Welcome to the Bourne Bridge, and welcome to Cape Cod. Oh, yeah. Well, it just hit me. It all just hit me. I don't have a lot to say. For the first time in my life, I'm kind of speechless. This has been so much fun. And now I get to sit down and plan the next 2 weeks to get home after I spend some quality time with these fantastic people. I don't know what I did to get this lucky, but I did something right. Okay, we'll come back here maybe, but this is Sharky's. Sharky's is the best place ever. If you ever saw my rubber chicken in any of my videos, that's where I got it. Sharky's, baby. Best store ever. Anyway, we're 3 minutes away from our destination, and we're going to be eating at the Skipper tonight. Oh, baby, you know we are. All right, we're going to turn the corner, and there should be a ladybug standing there. Unless she's still out getting groceries or something. Is there a ladybug? Oh my god, I can't believe I'm here. This is so wild. Ladybug. Hello. Thank God I made it. Was there any doubt? Maybe a little bit.
Oh, yay.
Oh.
You did it.
What's up?